Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Patrick Clayton, founder of Patrick J. Clayton Productions. Today we are going to be making a fun and easy bridal bouquet. What you will need are some floral tape, a color of ribbon to coordinate with your flowers, scissors, your flower snips, your assortment of flowers. Today I'm using ranunculus, calla lilies, and mums, and a small vase filled with a little bit of water. You can even use a drinking glass from your kitchen if you like. It's just to hold them until they're being used. What I like to do with a bouquet is you make it in your hand, because your bride is always gonna have it in their hand, or the person holding it, your bridesmaids, and we'll worry about the length of the stems at the end. So you're gonna start out with just a little bit of a variety of your flowers. You just pull these out of their water. Oops. And you're gonna build a bouquet. You always want to look down at it. You always want to hold it right in front of you for scale. So if you're working with a large guy or a smaller girl, you want to be sure it's the right scale for them. Sometimes people prefer tiny bouquets, sometimes they want huge ones. So that's a really important conversation to have. But the whole time, hold your hand where their hand would be holding it, and you can oftentimes I'll look in a mirror to see what it looks like in a photograph, or have someone take a photo of you holding it. So we're going to continue to layer in these flowers, the different ones, a little bit different heights. This one's kind of a fun color combo for maybe a non-traditional wedding, maybe a fall wedding or a late summer wedding. The oranges and yellows are just stunning. This one down here, we want to balance out kind of the big ones. Layering some more of these. Also, some flowers can be really heavy, so I like to keep weight in mind. Your bride has so much going on that day. The last thing she needs is a hurt arm from holding her bouquet. I'll make this one just a little bit effortless looking. And sometimes they'll hold them down, so you want to kind of think about that too. So we're going to layer in a few flowers kind of on the underneath that face out. We want every photo to look great of this. Oops, caught that one there. And once you're kind of in the spot you want to be, you can pull some out, you can tuck some in, but you really want to kind of get it set. Then we're going to hold our fingers in like a ring, and we're going to take away any of these extra leaves that might just make it bulky. I like the leaves because it helps give it a little bit of depth and organic feel right there. Then what we're going to do is take your flower tape, and the first couple loops are a little bit rocky. So I always put it under my thumb and then I pull it around, and they'll be a little bit loose. And this tape really just sticks to itself. So it takes a few rounds of going around just until it starts to actually hold the arrangement in place. And when you use this tape, if you stretch it just a little bit, not enough for it to break, but when you stretch it is when it really activates kind of its stickiness. This tape can get wet. This tape, once secure, will be your friend. Then I just hold my thumb on it and pull tight to get the roll off. So there you have your basic bouquet. What we're gonna do right now then is trim it really long. And this is just to hold it in water for just a few minutes. You can even lean it against something. Those edges won't be seen once we get the ribbon on. We'll get our ribbon prepped. Today we're gonna use this orange. I like to pull out about a couple yards. It takes a lot more than you think. And we're gonna do basically the same thing with the ribbon. And what you want to do is lay this on the table and tie a knot. Just a single knot, not terribly tight. The tighter you pull this, the more it's going to constrict the flowers, and you don't want anything to snap and pop off. Then you're going to go to the highest point of the floral tape and make a really lovely just ring around, and then you're going to continue down. And this will even continue a little bit farther so that she has a really soft and pretty handle to hold. You can get a little bit tighter as you go. Then I like to hold my thumb on it, do one final loop, and we're gonna tie a knot. We're gonna do that twice. Kind of get a double knot in there. Just want it to be as clean as possible. Then sometimes I'll wrap it just around one stem. Yep, cutting it off there. We'll tuck that in. And sometimes I'll use the edge of my scissors just to get that little edge in there. Just like that. Now, you can put this back in your vase to save it for right before the bride uses it. And then just a little bit before, what you'll want to do is take it out, shake the water off, and then cut it to the length that you want it. This ensures that the flowers are hydrated right up until the moment you need them. And then I like to cut them at a big angle, just so it's a little bit more interesting. So you can see that it goes from one side to the other. And there you have your bridal bouquet.